Hi, welcome to Dr. UTM Lab. Today, I'm going to talk about how to do lead tracking in Contact Form 7, also known as how to track the UTMs in Contact Form 7 and associate all the UTMs or the traffic source with your leads. So I have a demo site to demonstrate how you can set this up. So I have this demo site up. There are some pages here. This is the contact form where I embedded contact form 7. So we'll be collecting leads from this form. Let's edit the Elementor first. So I used Elementor as a page builder, but you can use anything, any other page builder. You can also stick with the original WordPress page builder as well. But this was my choice for today's video. So here I just embedded the contact form 7 as a shortcode. This is pretty straightforward integration. So now I'm not going to go in Elementor anymore. So I'll be working on the contact form 7. So this is my form. And for the records, you can copy paste the shortcode from here. So you can edit the form. So this is the plain form. So you only have name, email, subject, and the message. So let's open the website as well as a separate tab, contact. So these are the fields that you see here. So if you have HandL UTM Grabber plugin that helps you collect UTMs from your opt-in forms installed, the process is very easy. At the bottom of your form, if the UTM Grabber is active, you'll be seeing all the other buttons at the top, all the UTM parameters at the top. You can just click and add it into your form, just like this. My personal recommendation, click UTM source and also just copy paste the exact same parameter name as ID and class. This will help you to track all the UTMs from client side, especially if you have a caching enabled website. This will come very handy. So this is my personal recommendation, always copy paste the ID and class. So as you can see, I keep adding all the other parameters. So we have a bunch of them here. Again, my personal recommendation, add as much as you can. Of course, this depends on the marketer. So some people, they are just interested in collecting UTMs. And some people, interested in some other organic source and stuff like that. So this is your preference, but these are my personal favorite, all the UTMs and also all the HandL parameters. Just keep adding them. Let's add here, here. Let's add the IP as well. This is the referrer. This especially comes handy for the referral traffic, like social media, or if you have any other website and people are coming from there, it would be nice to track the URL, exact URL where they come from. HandL URL is the current URL where the form is embedded, so it's really useful. So I'm gonna also include these two. This is also very handy for organic source tracking. Should be all right, but this is also traffic source is my personal favorite. I'm just gonna add that too. Once you're done with this, just save the form and go to the second section, mail. And here, so technically in this form, okay, let's go back to the form, let's refresh it. So since all the fields are hidden, you're not gonna see them in the form. But if you inspect the element, this is like console. Let's actually bring this to bottom. Here you'll be able to see all the hidden fields that you have been adding in the first page. Okay, let's close this tab. So once you are done with this first step, what you need to do is this is the message that you receive after you generate a lead. So basically, the message body is like from, subject line, and your message body. So here you can also include all the other parameters that you included in the first page. The easiest way to do that is just grab it from the top of the form, like so, and then keep adding them like this. So let's copy paste everything. This might be easy. Let's now create fields for everything in our message body. I always use label, so you can just like know what they are once they come in. UTM content, campaign, original referrer is the first touch referrer. This is the landing page. This is again first touch. IP of the user. This referrer is the last touch, and this is the URL where the form is. This is organic source referrer, and this is the organic source itself. If it's Google, it's gonna say Google, Bing, Yahoo, and this is the traffic source. Okay, that's it. Now let's save it. So once we receive the lead, we're gonna receive not only the email, the message, the subject line, we will also receive all the UTM parameters. Okay, this is pretty much it. Let's go back to our form. Let's refresh it. So right now, currently, it's just a direct traffic. There's no UTM, so we don't expect this form to collect any UTM. But let's keep it simple for now. I'm just gonna add one UTM campaign. Let's call it Black Friday 2022. Okay, so very briefly, the way the plugin works, again, I'm gonna go to inspect element. The way the plugin works is, as soon as there is a UTM parameters at the top as a query argument, the plugin will capture them, and then it will just place the value in the form, as you can see here. But the good thing about the plugin is, so even if I remove this query argument right now, the plugin will still collect this information because it's in the cookies. It's already registered, so I've been cookied. So the value will be pulled from the cookies and then still will be inserted here. So usually, like, people navigate before they come from an ads. So let's mimic that behavior. As you can see here, there's no query argument in the address bar. Let's go back to the contact form again. And here you notice the value again, Black Friday, because like I said, once the lead has been cookied, the values will be populated automatically from the cookies by UTM Grabber. So this is very convenient. So at the first touch, everything will be captured in the browser, in the cookies, and then it will be used until the conversion happens. Okay, so now let's test the form. Let's submit the lead. Okay, so this has been submitted. So now I received an email in my admin account. So let me pull that email right here. So as you can see here, from and subject, we have the lines here, and then I have the campaign. So I have the referrer URL, the landing page URL, everything else here. These are all just encoded by SendGrid because I'm using SendGrid emailing system. But if you're not using SendGrid, so it will show exactly what the referrer URL is. Okay, so as we expected, we only collected UTM campaign. So now let's go back, and also like we have the IPs, and traffic source is direct, organic source is direct, because technically we just came to the website from direct traffic. Okay, so let's now make it like a little bit better. So let's add some more UTM parameters because you can also collect all the UTM. Let's click Magic UTM. So this basically appends all the UTM variables that you see at the top. So as soon as that happens, if you realized all the UTM fields has been filled in my developer screen that I'm highlighting. So that means all the hidden fields are populated as we expected. So let's get rid of them. Or we can just like click around. Let's go podcast and go back to contact again. So even though there's no query arguments, it's the same thing as I explained before. All the values should be populated in the form, which is great. So let's submit again. Submit the form. And then again, I will receive the email. Let me pull the email here. So this time, as you expect, we have source, medium term, content, campaign, all the 5 parameters that we collected. So now let's do this. So we explained how the plugin also track leads from page to page. So even though they navigate through your website, everything will be collected. So if you feel like sending this data to your CRM, which is a very common practice, you can use our webhook. If you go to UTM settings, there's a Zapier webhook here. So you can put, and this Zapier works with Contact Form 7, Ninja Form, Gravity Form, Fluent Form, and Thrive leads, and Formidable. So if you put your webhook URL here, whenever you get a new lead, it will be posted to your Zapier. And then from there, you can sync it to any CRM that you want. So let's demonstrate that as well. Let's go to Zapier for that. Let's create a Zap. So our trigger will be webhook. Our event will be catch hook. Continue. Continue. This will generate a webhook URL. We'll copy and go back to UTM settings and paste here, and then save. All right, so now let's test it. So if I click test trigger, it will not pick anything here because there's no lead. So now let's go back to the contact form again. Let's refresh the page. And again, register. Submit the form. Now let's do the test trigger again. Okay, so we found the request. As you can see here, my lead information, all the UTMs, referrer URL, IPs, everything, including the form ID. So from now forward, what you can do is you can select your CRM. It could be any CRM. Let's say, whatever Zapier integrates to. Let's say Zoho. If you are using Zoho, you can move the data from here to Zoho and collect all the information, all the UTMs in Zoho. Or HubSpot, you can do the same thing. Or anything that is supported. Infusionsoft, Keap, I think it should be here as well. So you can just pass through all the data to your Keap and everything will be synchronized. And also for the last lead that I tried, I received the same information in the email like I showed before. Okay, so far we only talked about UTMs if the UTMs are defined. So this applies to paid ads. If you are running Facebook or Google ads, usually you use a tracking template, and within the tracking template you append UTMs. So what if people are coming from organic search where there's no UTMs? So can plugin still collect data? The answer is yes, the plugin still collect the data. To demonstrate that, let's go to, first let's remove all the UTMs cookies. From here. So let's make sure we remove everything, all the UTMs. Actually, we can do this. And also I want to remove organic source as well as the traffic source. Okay, there's no traffic, we already removed it. So let's make sure we also removed all the HandL cookies. Great. Okay, so now to demonstrate organic traffic, I'm just going to go to Google. And from here, let's just search for our website. Okay, so this is our demo website. Let's say user searched in Google and then click our website. So as you can see, there's no UTM, but my developer screen is open. As you can see here, as long as the user lands your page, all the data will be collected here. So right now I'm displaying only HandL, but let's search the organic one. So see, organic source will say google.com and organic source string will say Google. So let's close this developer screen for now. Let's simulate a normal user. They navigate and then they come to your contact page or your opt-in form, and then they put their data here. Test, submit. And let me pull the email again. So this time user came from organic because how do I know that? All the UTMs parameters are empty, but at the bottom, organic source will say Google. So that's how you differentiate the organic traffic from the paid ads. And like so, if I go to Zapier, the same information, I'll find it there as well. Let's quickly check. Go to Zaps. And let's select the webhook that we just created. This one. And then we will pull the latest test. So not request A, it will be request B. So this time, this is our new lead. There's no UTM, but I know the lead came from Google because my organic source says Google. Okay, so now let's cover, we covered paid ads or organic ads already. So what if user is coming from a privacy enabled devices like Safari or Incognito mode or like iOS 14 device? Can plugin still track? The answer is yes. So to demonstrate that, let's go to inspect and remove again all the UTM parameters. Just gonna make it easy and remove all the UTMs. Okay, there's no UTM, which is great. Actually, let's open this page in incognito mode. So again, I'm just going to demonstrate this in the developer screen. So the incognito mode is supposed to not save any cookies. But most people believe there's no tracking enabled, etc. But actually, that's not true. So still, there's a tracking can track your data. So let's demonstrate that. Let's add some UTM values here. And then again, like we did before, let's navigate in our website and come to contact form. And let's take the lead. Again, this is just to remind you, this is an incognito form where there should be no tracking. Testing incognito. Let's submit the form. And I'm going to pull the email that I received right here. All the UTMs are here. So even though in incognito mode, you can still track the leads. This could be iOS 14, this could be Safari as well. You can still track all the leads, all the information. So in this session, what we covered is how to track UTMs and attribute with your leads in Contact Form 7. We demonstrated paid ads, organic ads, and social media. Also, we talked about the privacy-enabled devices like iOS 14, how to track and make a lead attribution. So if you have any question, please comment down below. I reply every single comments. In your journey, you may encounter some other problems. Feel free to share down below, and then I'll try my best to help you. Thank you.